Hey, yo, what's decent? Yo, I have a crazy battle that I had the other night while I was on the battle spot. This actually happened while I was at work. So I decided to practice with this new team that I have. It's a replica of this Trick Room team that a champion had. I stole it from the Nugget Bridge with my own little bit of modifications here and there. But I'm trying it out, and it's been working out for me. So now my opposition is going to lead up with Mega Kangaskhan as well as his Hitmontop. It's so obvious that it's Mega Kangaskhan. And then afterwards, I'm going to make a double switch. First into Scrafty to get the Intimidate off, and then afterwards my Trevenant. I noticed that Trevenant is going to be super important right off the bat after he let off with both Hitmontop as well as Kangaskhan, because aside from Sucker Punch, Kangaskhan can't touch Trevenant, and there's little to nothing that Hitmontop could do, especially after I burn it. So what I decided to do is, I know that he's going to try to fake out the Charizard, so I make him pay for it by switching him to Scrafty on that side so that he can fake out and take Rocky Helmet damage. And then he goes to the close combat on the opposite side, aiming for my Rhydon, but it turns out that I switched to Trevenant blocking the close combat. So now I'm going to go for the Detect as he switches his close combat target to my Scrafty, and then afterwards inflict a burn onto the Hitmontop, provided that Hitmontop stays. And I thought that Hitmontop, instead of the Mega Kangaskhan, would be the one to stay in play. So now what I'm going to decide to do is switch right back out into my Rhydon, because the Talonflame's out right now, and then afterwards protect with my Trevenant, because I know he's going to want to take it out as soon as possible, because it does handle, like I said, 2 out of 4 of his Pokemon right now. So I'm going to switch right out into Scrafty, as much as I really don't want to sacrifice a Pokemon, but it is a Talonflame, and I am deeming Trevenant a little bit more important than Scrafty. And at the same time, I should be able to survive, provided that it's not a Choice Band variant, a Brave Bird coming from the Talonflame inflicting onto my Scrafty because of my EV investment. So I take that, and I survive it. He takes the Rocky Helmet damage, as well as Recoil, and Life Orb damage. So that's actually pretty good. It's actually half its HP right there. So that was excellent right there. So now Rhydon's in play. He's going to switch in his Hitmontop just to get off and Intimidate on me. I'm going to switch right back out, predicting him to try to save his Talonflame for a little bit later on. Knowing how important Talonflame is, going to switch right into Trevenant just to apply pressure onto him, and then go for the fake out so that my Scrafty will be able to survive for one more turn. So now he switches out. I'm thinking he's going to switch out into Talonflame. I don't necessarily want to switch out into my Rhydon to take a close combat, because I want Rhydon to have as much HP as possible. I know that people like to run Hammer Arm, and I don't even know if Hammer Arm is going to be able to inflict a critical hit or anything like that. I want to at least be able to inflict a burn onto the Mega Kangaskhan, so I'm talking about with the Hammer Arm, before it inflicts a Hammer Arm on my Rhydon, provided that it does get an opportunity to do so. So now I'm going to go for the Protect after setting up the Trick Room on and switch out the Talonflame. Once again, Talonflame giving pressure onto the Trevenant, and then afterwards he's going to go for the Wide Guard, me completely forgetting about that. Me thinking that I had Talonflame right in the wings, but that's not the case. I'm going to switch right back out into my Charizard, because I know, once again, like I keep saying, Trevenant is super important. He's going to go for a Wide Guard a second every time, but this time I'm just going to go for the Drill Run to take out his only opportunity to try to prevent his Talonflame from taking the Rock Slide attack. So now I'm going to do that, and Talonflame is almost done. He has room for one more attack, but I'm able to get a critical hit off on the Hitmontop, which completely mattered, and finish that off. His last Pokemon happens to be Rhydon, so it's actually pretty good. But it turns out that Rhydon is slower, so it doesn't necessarily make sense for me to go for the Mega Evolution. I mean, I could, and probably go for, you know, a Heat Wave or something like that. I'm not packing Solar Beam right now. I usually carry Solar Beam, but I'm just trying out for this one battle Focus Blast. So I have my reasons here and there, you know, but I do have Focus Blast right now. For right now. But then afterwards, after this battle, I'm just going to switch it right back around. I'm finally able to inflict a burn onto the Mega Kangaskhan and go for the Protect, knowing full well that he's going to try to attack the Rhydon, because Rhydon is definitely my win condition. These two Pokemon right here. So now he's going to go for the Sucker Punch, presuming that I'm going to go ahead and attack his Rhydon, and afterwards I'm just going to inflict some damage onto the Mega Kangaskhan, but it turns out that he has Horn Drill, and he hit me with Horn Drill. Are you serious? That is a clutch move that turned everything around. I had this game. Oh man, are you serious right now? There's absolutely nothing I can do anymore. I had the game right there. There's nothing Talonflame could do onto my Rhydon, and especially since Mega Kangaskhan is burned, there's nothing he could have done to the Rhydon after that burn inflicted onto it. So, wow. Clutch right when you needed it, Horn Drill. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot make this up. So now he's going to inflict a finishing blow with the Brave Bird and clean off with a 1-0 victory. So that definitely was a good game. I definitely did have a lot of fun. Peace. What you doing?